Hello, my name is Vishal Rein. In this video, we'll try to create our first scene and understanding the basic workflow of things in Maya. For that, we are creating a simple table, and let's get started with that topic. For that, I have to go to this create menu, and we have this polygon primitive section, and we have here a group of primitive objects. We have a sphere. When I clicked the sphere directly came at the origin, but there is other way, which was a default way, which is interactive creation on. And this interactive creation on will do what is, when we click and drag, the sphere is created. Now I have to click on a particular place, drag it, then the sphere comes. This is an interactive way of creating the polygon sphere. But if I switch off interactive creation to off and then go for the polygon sphere, the sphere will be created at the origin or the center point of the scene. So there are two different ways how I deal with this. So I'm more comfortable with the interactive creation of. I don't want to create it interactive, by which I get the sphere or cube at the center here. And this cube is now with dimensions of 1 centimeter, width and depth and height. So I'm creating in centimeters. I just want to keep things in simple. I'm not modeling in the real world scale. If you got the real world dimensions, you can always feel free to enter here. So I'm just selecting this object. I'm going into the channel box, and we have the width, height and depth option. So I go to the width and then put a value of 15 in the width, and the depth I'll put a value of 10, and height I'll put a value of 0.25. So that gives me the plank of the table, and then I'll name this as plank geometry for this. Now I just want to move it up in the y-axis, but I want to be more specific with the dimensions. So go to the translate y and put a value of 5 there for this cube. I will go to this section called shading and enable wireframe on shaded, and also I'll just click here and then enable X-ray mode, or I can go to the shading and then enable X-ray mode. And now I can change the background color by pressing Alt B and then keep cycling between the background colors there. Then I just choose different views here. So I go to the top view. Again, I wireframe on shaded and X-ray mode. Maybe I pick a different color. Wireframe on shaded, X-ray mode. Not necessary, but I'm just for the comfort of understanding here, I'm doing this. I'll take another cube and then I select this cube and name this as leg geometry 01. Okay, now if you see in the top view, this particular box is here. So when I'm selecting, both are selected, then I hold Ctrl and remove that from the selection. Now I just know this width is 15 centimeters. From center to the edge it is 7.5. So I'll just move this to 6.5 units so that I can keep some margin there. And also width I'll put a value of 0.5 and depth I'll put a value of 0.5 so that the box is pretty thin. Okay, now this box is here. Now I select the box and choose the height of the box to 5 centimeters, and then I move this Y to 2.5 centimeters. Okay, as this box is from ground 5 centimeters, this will be 2.5 because the pivot point is in the middle of the box. So it has to only travel 2.5 units so that the edge of that will touch the roof. Now I choose my top view and select that box and then move it in the Z axis. I given the dimensions of 10 centimeters, so from center to the edge is 5, so I'll take a value of 4 so that I get the margin of 1 centimeter here from the edge to the center of the box. Now select that box and then duplicate by using this tool called edit, and then choose duplicate tool. So that will be a copy, which is leg geometry number 2, and then move that box from here to here. So this is x-axis, because I could see the red color arrow. X-axis value is 6.5. Go to this translate x, instead of 6.5 make minus 6.5 there. Now duplicate this, edit, then choose duplicate, then move that in the Z axis. Now Z value is 4, make it minus 4. Now duplicate that. Shortcut is ctrl+D for the duplicate, and then x is minus 6.5, make it 6.5. Now if you see, I've got a table model here. Now when I select the table, table is made up of different pieces here. When I select the table and move, it moves like a table, perfect, there is no problem with that. But the problem is when I have to rotate the table or when I have to scale the table, I have the problem. So I'll open the outliner, and then you see there are 5 different pieces of model like folders in Windows. Here we have group, so we put all these objects into a group. For that I go to edit, and then we have option called group, and then this is a folder in which the 5 pieces are. Now select the group and then name this as table geometry. Now just select the table from the outliner. Now scale it or rotate it. It is perfectly okay to rotate them. Okay, so selecting the table, it is always from the outliner. From the viewport, we can't select directly just by dragging them. In outliner I need to click and select the group. There's other way where I can generally select this group, that is select any of the object in the viewport, like leg number 2. I've selected that, and then simply press arrow button which is facing upside. Up arrow button is a shortcut, so that you can select from the child object to the parent object. Just select that and press up arrow key, or you can click this button here, which is the hierarchy button, and then you can select the table directly. This is object, this is hierarchy, so select the hierarchy and then you are easy to select it. Okay, so once you have made your first scene, go to file, and then we have the save scene option. We have 2 formats in Maya, Maya ASCII and Maya binary. I'll call it MA or MB format. So which one is the format you prefer to save is, I recommend you to save it in Maya ASCII or MA format, and save your first file, that is there we go, and we got our file, which is this. It's not identifying, it's okay, but yeah, that's your first file of your Maya. Okay, so explore Maya from there. You got any questions, you can ask me in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.